Hey everybody, welcome back to Greatest Good Tarot. Hope you're doing well and trying to keep out of mischief. So this reading feels like it's going to be a short one, which sounds nice. See what happens. This is from, how do we pronounce that? CazCaz. Had a dyslexic moment there. Asking, can you please do a reading to see if the government will sit up and listen if people stop paying their council tax? And this was upvoted by 17 people. So then, let's have a look at this. Will the government sit up and listen if people stop paying their council tax? For the greatest good for all concerned. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Always be appreciative. Yes, rule number one, people. Rule number one. So here we go. Sun card, happiest card in the deck. Death card, ooh. World card, wow. Justice. Okay. Right, so, no. Very simply, no. Sun card, happy, happy, joy, joy. You and me, happy, happy. Everyone's light, optimistic, shining light on the situation, that kind of thing. The death card, stopping paying. World card, feeling upbeat, new cycle, that kind of stuff. Slapping you down with technicalities and BS. Notice how the crow is looking all this way, and the death card is looking towards the justice, and it's like, nah. It's kind of what they want. King of Cups, that's you and me also. It feels very much like looking for honesty and truth. And the King of Cups is not the one in charge for me in the Cups. That's the Queen of Cups. But it's trying to be diplomatic about things, trying to get people's attention, that kind of stuff. Which for the new boys and girls is why it's perfect as it's touching these two cards. It's kind of like filtering down, yeah? So the death card here, Ten of Swords, the burden, feeling like we're triumphant, feeling like that we're getting that kind of stuff, but it's painful endings because of obviously the justice here. Five of Cups, yeah. It's kind of exactly where they want you. Exactly where they want to put you. And what I'm being reminded is stuff like people stopping paying the TV license because it's like, well, we don't watch the BBC, we don't watch live TV, we don't do this and that. They'll always find a way to get hold of you and fine you to buggery and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's and I think we were talking about this on Monday as well. Is we've got to find ways of taking control back, holding people accountable, that kind of thing through proper ways, in the sense that getting people to say, well, if you get a certain threshold in a petition, you can recall your MP no matter what, instead of these technicalities and all that kind of stuff. I feel very strongly like that's the way forward. This is not going to work. Hence the burdens here with the Ten of Swords, the backstabbing, the finally caught you out kind of thing. Queen of Pentacles, this is what we're literally talking about here. The practicalities, the working it out, trying to find solutions to hold people accountable. The Knight of Pentacles, need patience. Oh, I know, I hate this, but it's like, it's the slowest card in the deck. And it's trying to find that, having the patience to find the right solutions instead of, we'll try this and we'll try this and we'll try this and we'll try this and try this. This is not going to end well. It's just not going to end well. The Five of Cups here as well. Kind of the regret of the situation, the legalities of it and all that kind of jazz. And the Queen of Matches, or Wands, sorry. Once we find the solution, taking charge, having the courage to take charge, this is not it. Overarching energy, the Five of Pentacles. which obviously is the concerns of the government, the concerns of the situation. I also feel like it's the concerns that would be unleashed here with the justice. Underlying energy, 7 of Swords. I appreciate you're trying to. This is kind of like cunning for cunning, sneaky solutions for sneaky solutions. It's only going to work if we hold them account from a higher standard, if you get me. I don't mean direct kind of. I'm trying to answer the question specifically. I'm going to go and jump because I feel like this is a short reading. Normally we have, for the new boys and girls, we normally have 3 rounds, as it were. So we have the base reading, which is this one here. Then we go in for a prediction reading, and then we go for kind of like possible outcome. How is it going to go from here? I'm going to go straight for the outcome. That's what I'm being guided to do. So that is what we will do. Because it feels like... how do I say that? It's all purposely. Let me use an analogy kind of thing. It's like there's the amount of we've seen it so many times in history that especially in Soviet Union, in old school Germany, I believe as well, where there were so many laws that no one knew if they were breaking it or not, if you get me. That's what I'm feeling up here. It's like it's any excuse to slap you down. You personally, you collectively, whatever. And it just feels like it's by design to cripple you in any way, shape, or form, legally, to burden you, to belittle you, to put you in prison, whatever. Yeah. So we need, like, collectively, we need to be more of a hold ourselves to a higher standard. Yeah, and not be dragged down to their belittling game. They can have a belittling game because obviously they're protected. We can't, and that's by design. So we have to be a bit careful here. Wheel of Fortune upright, straight out the back. 7 of Swords again, that manipulation, that sneaky bugger energy. 5 of Cups again, the regrets. King of Pentacles, getting the value there. Notice the King of Pentacles is on the justice there. This here. Okay, so even though for the new boys and girls, it's a 3D chess type malarkey. So the sun here, this optimism, this happy, joy. Wheel of Fortune, it is upright. You're taking fate in your own hands. Death card, though, is ending the cycle, but it's a manipulative way. Then we've got the World, new cycle of regret, and then the King of Pentacles is what they truly value. The government, the justice system, the councils, what they truly value, control. Okay, so it's coming straight out in the cards as well. King of Cups here, heart on our sleeve, trying to be diplomatic. There is a solution here. Ace of Pentacles, opportunities, seeing it from a different way, holding them accountable, because you've got to play by their games. You've got to play by their rules to hold them accountable. Okay, that's why I'm loving all the petitions that are going on the Parliament website, mainly because it's a loophole that it was like, oh yeah, let the peasants have their say, but it's never going to get anywhere. But if enough people club together, the farmers, the pensioners, all that, everybody clubbing together, and just bombard the system with petitions and promote every petition that's holding them accountable, because then they have to debate it. They have to shine a light on it. Do you see what I'm saying? And then they've got to justify themselves for not doing what they want you to, you want them to do. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's on record. And then you could, it's a domino effect from there. That sort of thing is where we need to be on this. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles, that kind of mentality. Five of Swords, hollow victory on the Ten of Swords. Yeah, they get you exactly, they burden you, they get you exactly where they want you, because they can then snap, smash and grab. They take your time, your efforts, your belongings, your money, whatever. They can take back what they, anything from you. You're in their control then. Five of Cups, the Moon. This is the following your intuition. I'm being drawn to the water here, which is intuition, and leaning into that faith and that kind of stuff. There's other ways to protest, and I think that's the important thing here. Hence the Ace of Pentacles. Is the opportunities are coming through. The Queen of, once again, the Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, if only. The Queen of Pentacles is what I was trying to say. Trying to be practical about these things. It's going to end up in defeat. Yeah? With their hollow victories. With our worries, our regrets, our, so there is a way of approaching this, but it has to be done in the correct way. Dotting the I's, crossing the T's, that kind of thing. Knight of Pentacles. Hawk Lady. Oh, mister. Oh, she's lovely. So, Hawk Lady, this is what she's built. Yeah, she's built this Garden of Eden, this vineyard. It's taken time to water and nurture and grow and all that kind of thing to get it to the standard that she wants. Okay, and that's the Knight of Pentacles as well, having the patience to grow it and do it. Okay, the correct way. And I know this is a lot of people are going to go, oh, screw you, blah blah. But this is the system is built to slap you down as quickly as possible. So we've got to work the correct ways. As an example, and I don't think I've said this for a while, the fact that we have so many bunny floppy ears, independent entities, organizations in this country, which means they have no oversight. They're completely independent. They are not accountable to anybody. Yeah, any kind of person who is elected, the voice of the people, as it were, is outrageous, in my humble opinion. And that's a kind of a red flag. The older I get, the more it's like, hold on for a second, who are they actually accountable to? Like the Environment Agency, or I'm just pulling ones out, Flappy Bot now, or to some extent the judicial system and so on and so forth. It's like they operate in their own systems, their own. No one's got like elected representatives. No one's got any powers to hire and fire people, and they can't kind of go in and do an audit or whatever in that respect. So they're in their own kind of mafia bosses, basically. They're doing their own thing in their own. They're getting all the money and they're getting all the powers and all that kind of stuff, and they can create their own stuff and all that malarkey. And there's no accountability. There's no, in some respects, responsibility. Apart from taking them to court, taking them to be held accountable in front of a judge. That's the only system, rightly or wrongly. So you need the money to do it. It's that kind of thing. You've got to work it out in a better way. And I think that's part of the reason why we're in such a mess, is that we've got so many, everyone focuses on the government, but really the government has very little power. They've outsourced it to all these independent bodies. And so there's no oversight. Yeah. So it's that kind of thing where we having, instead of this defeat, this backstabbing, this belittling, And this hollow victory, we've got to build something and nourish it and earn it, if you get me. There isn't a quick fix, unfortunately. And the Queen of Wands, the trumpet of truth, speaking of truth, holding people accountable, that kind of thing. And that's on the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Matches. So it's having that passion, taking charge, taking control, doing it for ourselves and calling them out on it. So there is a way forward here, overarching energy, commitment, the Lover's card, committing to this. But it's not a quick fix. It's not a quick solution. It's having to club together, work together, make things happen together, using the rules against them. Yeah? Instead of breaking the rules, breaking the laws, breaking the bylaws and all that crud. And I genuinely believe that the more people kind of do this and see what powers have really been taken from them over the years, over the decades, without realizing, is then suddenly, well, this law is rubbish, or this law is being implemented wrong, or this is not being read correctly. Do you see what I mean? And then there's more taking control back, more pushing back. I think that's what we're going to be seeing. You know, but bearing in mind that the Human Rights Act from like the 90s, I think it was, says that you've got the freedom of expression, similar to the freedom of speech, obviously, in America. However, in the last decade or so, that's been chipped away and by all these other things where it's like, oh, but if people are offended or blah, 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 or whatever, yeah, it belittles something that already predates. You see what I'm saying? So in my humble, and I'm not a lawyer and I don't claim to be or anything like that, but in my humble opinion, it'd be like, surely that's illegal to have that, like the newer legislation, when you've already set out specifically you can have freedom of expression. You can't then go, oh, you can have freedom of expression apart from ... It's like, no, you've got freedom of expression. That's a right we've still got under the law. You know, I don't understand how you can then go, oh, but we're going to roll it back. We've given you too much. Do you see what I'm saying? So, but it's this commitment to doing it the correct way, because it's built by design. Yeah, it's built by design to hold you accountable. The Temperance card, having the balance and purpose, feels more like purpose, and not kind of. And I mean this in no disrespect, but I'm getting like a Jack Russell kind of like yappy dog thing. Yeah, yap 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 yap. Instead of that, it's more of a like, not necessarily an aggressive, but almost like a German Shepherd. Why have we gone down to dogs? But it's German Shepherd, where it's like it knows its power, it knows its value, it knows its worth. It knows it's, it can take control as and when it wants to. But it's also very timid. Do you know what I mean? There's a bite to it. However, it's also very, I've seen many German Shepherds, like such a family, yummy kind of dog. Yeah, and very affectionate dog. But then it's like, don't screw with me, or, I'll give you, if you attack my family, I'm going to, see what I'm saying? So it's a loyalty on one side, but then, protecting that loyalty on the other side. What I'm going to do is the Kipper deck, and then we'll get the hell out of here. Because this, like I said, it felt like a quick reading. And as 17 upvotes was like there as well, it's like, oh, okay, we'll best approach this very, very quickly, because I know that a lot of people are saying that. This is a worry for them, a concern for them, that kind of thing. But it's by design. It's like there are so many things by design that most people wouldn't realize have already been passed. To hold you accountable. Like, for example, it's like this. I know that a lot of people have I've taken on board the American approach of no taxation without representation. And this is what we're similar energies here. It's like that mantra is very important. However, you've got to do it the right way. Yeah, you've got to do it the right way. Community, exactly, working together. Message of concern, toil and labor. Lovers, once again, committing together as a group. The message of concern, it feels like the calling you up in the justice in the dock kind of energy. Innocence. Keep innocent. Keep honest. Keep innocent. That's the way forward. Yeah? No excuse for them to attack you, to kind of rip you apart, to kind of divide and conquer. So it's always got to be on the up and up. So you from a not from an arrogant point of view, but from a righteous point of view, you can wag finger and they can't do anything to you. Yeah. So I hope that resonates for you. I hope that makes sense. And I genuinely hope that working together, you can hold people accountable without actually crossing that line. They've already crossed the line. Yeah. So you can attack them, but you've got to have that innocence. You've got to have that with the childlike kind of up and up. Okay. Your crap can't stink. Okay. So I hope that resonates. I hope that has inspired you from what we've talked about. And until next time, take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Ta-ra.